welcome to the Smoky Valley Disc Golf Review of Bethany Disc Golf Course in Lindsborg, Kansas. Today we got a 2,600 foot hole that takes place over the course of the campus, just throughout the whole thing. Let's get right into it. Alright, so hole 1 is a 186 foot par 3. Most people play straight down the middle between all the trees, but there is a play around the outside which you'll see me take. If you're lucky enough to avoid the trees, you'll have a nice easy putt for par, which I miss. Alright, hole 2 is a 360 foot par 3. The play for most people is just going to be to rip it down the middle as far as you can. If you're lucky enough to get close enough for par, or good enough I guess, that'll be good, but most people will have to lay up for their putt, which you'll see me do right here. Higher skill players will not have to worry about a layup. They can just get it nice and close to the pin and put it in for birdie, or in my case par. Hole 3 is a 301 foot par 3. Not quite as long. Still the play is try and go just over out OB and rely on the disc to fade into the left. That is what you're going to see me do here. Unfortunately, it does not fade as much as I would like it to. The play after that is either lay up for your putt or go for it if you think you're close enough. Hole 4 is similar to hole 3 in that you want to stay just over OB and rely on the disc to fade. It is slightly shorter, so you don't have to crank on it quite as much. You're going to see this play here is, like I said, just rip it down the middle. Try to stay away from the trees as it makes the approach shot a little more difficult, but just sink it for an easy putt. Hole 5 is about a 200 foot par 3. One of the easiest holes on the course, just because it's nice and open and you can just lay up. For most people can get a birdie on this hole and put it in. There you go. Alright, hole 6 is a 276 foot par 3. One of the more challenging holes just because it's farther in distance and has a little bit of foliage to block you from getting close to the pin. As you see here, my play is to go outside the trees. Unfortunately, I don't quite make it and I hit the branches. Then you go for the layup and your putt in for par, or if you had a good drive, your birdie putt. Hole 7 is my least favorite just because you gotta meet the mando between these two trees. It's not too difficult without the mando, but playing the mando makes it pretty challenging. Also, there's the roof, which you gotta avoid, so you can't really take the wide route. And there's your layup and your putt. Hole 8 is a nice wide open par 3, 273 feet. My play on this hole is just crank a forehand, rely on the fade to get you close to the green. If you have a far enough throw, you can have your birdie putt, though it's pretty tricky because there is a tree right next to the pin, but sometimes you're lucky enough to make it. The last hole on the course is hole 9, 240 feet, pretty wide open. The only troubling part is the tree to the left of the pin, which makes it pretty difficult to take the wider route on a forehand. So you just want to avoid the tree, avoid the building on the right, and you should have a nice easy approach or putt for par. Thanks for watching.